All right, well, tough game. Give Tulsa a lot of credit. They're playing probably as well or better than anybody in the league right now, not named Memphis. And they're tough. They're big, and they hurt us on the boards. And we hurt ourselves second straight game where we had too many turnovers, led to 22 points for them. And, between that and the offensive rebounding, it's tough to overcome. So it's frustrating, but we got to keep our heads up. We're 2-5 in league play. Last year we finished 2-5 in league play because we had the tough travel schedule at the end. This year we had it at the beginning. So hopefully we can find a groove here starting on Wednesday.
You said they're playing as well as anyone except Memphis maybe in the conference. What are the biggest differences you saw today compared to the Tulsa team you saw up at their place?
I think they're shooting the ball extremely well. We start looking at league stats now versus overall stats, and Jordan Clarkson and Scotty Harrelson are shooting the ball very well in league play. Both were over 40%, and they continue to do that tonight.
Talk about keeping your head up. Jalen's at the line. You're down 4-3 and have to play. Is that what you go back to and say, guys, this is what we need to fix?
Yes, and that's we talk a lot about mental toughness. Toughness comes in various forms. It comes in believing in your foul shot. We've made changes to his foul shot from the beginning of the year, and he did well, and then he missed one, and then he wants to go back to his old form, stuff like that. Turnovers, granted, give them credit, give Tulsa credit, but Jeremiah, shouldn't have 3 assists to 4 turnovers. In our offense, everyone touches the ball, so everyone's responsible for handling the ball, and we've got to handle the ball better against a team, obviously, like Tulsa or anybody in the league. And that's mental toughness. When you're driving to the basket, are you making the right decision? You come off a screen, are you making the right decision? So toughness comes in a lot of different forms.
There was a bit of a scoring drought, at least from the field. You got a couple free throws in there. Jalen was trying to get things going. Were you trying to have him slash to the basket?
Yes, we finally got some fouls on Tulsa, so we thought that one of the best ways to get more fouls is to post up or to drive it. And Jalen and Ryan Manuel are 2 of our best drivers, and we posted Jalen up, got him the ball, he got fouled. So yes, but to ask a freshman to do that in that type of situation is tough to do sometimes on a consistent basis.
And you mentioned the rebounding, and you guys ranked toward the bottom of the
right.
league in rebounding. That's
right.
You don't have the size this year, so
right.
What can you do?
Yeah, one thing you can do, and this sounds kind of funny, is run your offense longer, keep the ball in offense more, and not take quick shots. And I don't think we take a lot of quick shots, but manage the game from the offensive end, control the game with your offense. And try to take advantage of, turn their strengths into a weakness, like their size. And we try to do that. And I thought we did a decent job early where, okay, you have a big guy guarding Leslie, Robert, Sean, make them close out to the top of the key and either shoot a 3 or drive the basketball. And we had some good looks early, and I'll have to look at the tape to see what adjustments they made, if any. But trying to turn their strengths into a weakness, and we didn't do it as well as we would have liked tonight.
But if your offense is going to hold the ball longer, isn't it a requirement you've got to knock down more shots? And where I'm going with this is coming into this game, I think for the season, you guys are around 42% field goal percentage, where last year you were 48%.
Yeah, part of that, we take more threes, so you're going to shoot a lower percentage. And so, whether you hold the ball longer or not, you still have that one possession. So, you talk about points per possession. Ideally, you'd like your points per possession to be around 1. I'm not sure where ours ranks, but just want to make sure they work longer on defense and get not a good shot, but a great shot.
Was Rob bothered by his hamstring?
Yeah, no question. I didn't know if we would have him for the second half. He was going to come out and talk to you all, but he's got to get treatment. He took a shot at halftime, a shot in the hamstring, and he's a trooper. He is. We're going to donate his body to science when he's done because, every day our trainer gives us an injury report, and there's a paragraph on Rob. Hamstrings, knees, feet, and to his credit, he's guts it out. I didn't think he was going to play in the second half, but I think just having him out there is a presence that the other team has to respect. So we'll see if he's able to go on Wednesday.
So was that an existing thing that he re-aggravated in the first half?
I think so. Yes. It's a different spot. It's a different spot in the hamstring. So the doctor told me what it was, and I can't. Like layman's terms, upper hamstring, mid hamstring, lower hamstring.
Jalen got a lot of minutes, including a lot of key minutes in the second half.
Yeah.
Are you starting to trust him more and rely on him? Is he more mature?
No
Are you
question.
seeing him grow up?
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have put him in the starting lineup. I think it was after the Rice game that I decided to start Jalen. He gives us an energy, a competitiveness, a fire, and he's got talent. His ability to get some easy baskets, either on post-ups or drives. He gets to the foul line. He can get some offensive rebounds. He's a very talented kid, and at the beginning it was a very tough adjustment for him. And we came to the meetings of the minds, and he was a little confused with his role and expectations. And to his credit, he listened and embraced it and got better. And he changed his behavior from body language to listening to, not taking bad shots. It was kind of a funny moment in the game when he took the three and I substituted, and he started walking to the bench. The sub wasn't for him. But normally in that situation, when he takes a three, I take him out. Because he's not there yet as a three-point shooter. He will be. He's going to be a great three-point shooter. But he's really growing up. And as a coach, as a parent, that's the neat thing, especially being a college coach. You bring a guy in, he thinks he's, God's gift. And when he realizes he's not, that he's got to work and develop, and he fights it a little bit, but then embraces it, and you see the growth. It's a pretty powerful moment as a coach.
You guys, obviously last year were able to find something, later in the season and go on a run. Now, you have this long trip out to East Carolina, and then you are at home a lot the rest of the way. But what do you look for? What can be the spark? What turns it?
Yeah, last year I think the spark was Colin and Jeremiah. I inserted them in a game at Memphis, against Memphis, and we started to play well at home. Sometimes it just clicks. Sometimes it just clicks. I do think that the first 4 games being on the road in league play wore on us a little bit, especially the younger players mentally, and finishing games at Tulane, at UTEP, at Memphis. We were in position to win all those games, and we didn't. So that can wear on you, and hopefully it doesn't. We don't have a hangover effect. Hopefully we can. Just because you play at home doesn't guarantee a win. Tulsa's very good. So, but hopefully you can turn it around, and it's sports. It's sports. All of a sudden someone gets hot. All of a sudden you start taking care of the ball. All of a sudden, someone gets healthy. All of a sudden, like Leslie. Leslie played well today. So all of a sudden a guy like Leslie, he's still not 100% from his knee injury. So confidence, Ryan, the confidence of the younger players, and a guy like Sean, so just coaching them. I was very positive with them afterwards. I'm like, hey, listen, we turn the ball over too much. We can't do anything about the size right now. That's not going to change. We got to battle more. I think our half-court defense is solid, but when you give them an opportunity to score against an unset defense by turning it over, they're very good in transition. So we've got to take better care of the ball and just continue to get better. Our offense is based a lot on timing and repetition, and doing that in the stress of a game, you got to make sure that holds up, and that comes through practice.